Welcome, baby. The NPC presents Smooth Finish with our hosts Rob Romano, Chris Marcano, and Brent Lane. These guys have more chemistry than your entire test kit. Ever enlightening and striving to be entertaining. So let's dive into their latest episode of the NPC's Smooth Finish.
The NPC, and this being an NPC broadcast or podcast, I have friends from the NPC that actually coming to the show for the first time this year, like Yvette Gammon from California. She's the immediate past chairman of the NPC, and she'll be joining us in Atlantic City for the first time. Of course, you two guys, longtime friends, get to reunite with you again and see some wonderful people. And really, it's an opportunity to shake hands with our vendors that come to the show and give back to or give to the show and attend. And shake hands with everybody. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time.
Well, speaking of that welcome party where you're going to be giving the kickoff serenade, this is breaking news. Literally just in right now, I just received breaking news that they literally blew the doors off of the venue last year, so much so that a larger space has been acquired at Harris just for this opening ceremony. And there's going to be live music, food, drink, games, and it's going to be an exceptional MC.
We
Rob Romano. Yeah, that's pretty impressive though, because I do remember, I'm all kidding aside, that was a large space. When you go to that opening, the opening toast and everything, it's shockingly big, right? And it was nowhere near the capacity that's needed for this event. I mean, if you have not been to NESPA, the Atlantic City show, powered by NESPA, the Pool and Spa show, you need to check it out. I'm not just saying that. Their educational track alone is well over, I believe, 130 different sessions at least.
Yeah. We have one of the biggest we're one of the biggest, or if not the biggest, educational show. I can't confirm that we are because of the our national show. But that said, we are the show that everybody goes to. So all the big players come to our show. Where your other shows are tire kickers, the deals are made at our show. We have such a great, our attendance is always 12,000 plus people that come. The opening ceremonies or the opening party gets bigger every year. Oh, here's another fun fact, is that our the NPC startup class is sold out. Can't do it. Can't sign up for it anymore. Sold out.
Nice.
You snooze.
Well, I guess we don't have to promote it. It's the startup course is on the 22nd. But guess what?
So if you're listening and you're in the Long Island, Connecticut area, we will be bringing a startup class to our area in March. David and I will be doing that. So we'll have a class in Long Island and a class in Connecticut. So you still have 2 more chances to take the class. Just look for it at your local SCP in Long Island and Connecticut.
And
well, we're gonna tell them where they can join us at 2 more shows right here in a minute, right? Yeah. So
and being an executive.
Oh, there's that. I'm talking northeast.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, you missed out. But
unless you want to come to sunny Connecticut, you can see my trees in there. It's so nice.
So I being one of 3 executive producers of this fine show. I propose that we, at the end of every episode or at the beginning, but we share any upcoming classes that we would like to endorse or that we're hosting to, just to help spread the word and to make sure that everybody knows, the vast reach that the NPC has when it comes to education and the commitment. Here's another fun fact, Robbie. Did you know that this is the largest? All right. And this can't just coincide with you being the chairman. I'm just inflating your ego right now. But this is also, this year's upcoming show is the largest show floor in over a decade, right?
Yeah. Yes,
there was a undeniable disruptive entity with COVID, right? It turned everything upside down, especially live, significant attended, large attended events. They didn't exist. So for this to bullwhip back, this show to come back, it speaks to the gravity and substance of it and the appeal of it, right? The largest show floor in over a decade. And what I love too, this isn't You're not going to find the fluff filler booths at this show either. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but they have a very high standard, I know, when it comes to the scheduling. So you're going to have backyard related legitimate vendors attending the show, and that's it. So
it's not a spa and barbecue show. It's a pool guy show. You know, and the spas are there. I mean, I don't want to take away from the spa, hot tubs, of course, but there's not everything else that's there. It's not the abundance of gazebos and pizza ovens and all these other backyard amenities that, although there's some, it's not inundated by it. You know,
there's not a whole section dedicated to it. How about that?
Right. I don't think so.
Yeah,
or the shoe inserts.
Well,
right.
Or
the electrolysis,
and the vapes. You put those nodes onto your chest.
Yeah.
And you can get pecs with these things, you know, or the chairs, the vibrating chairs that you can sit down. Although I do like those, it's just not. You're not going to see that.
Yeah.
No, it's great. And the other thing I want to stress and remind everybody too is that, of course, the NPC is going to be prominently represented there at booth 2548. That is booth number 2548. Come say hi. The staff's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of different volunteer and committee members and members of the NPC that are going to be there. But that's really the thing that I always take away from with NPC is it's an undeniably powerful platform for cross-pollinating success stories. You know, to Rob's point, it's the venue where people go to actually engage with manufacturers, but also to educate themselves with an undeniably robust educational track. But then the kind of magic or the secret sauce is the ability to go there and share ideas, successes, failures, challenges, just to talk shop with other, pool people from all over the United States now. Yes, it's going to draw its highest concentrations from the Northeast, but anymore, it is the national footprint show. It draws from all walks of life and all areas as well, right? So you've got everybody from, the owners of multi-million-dollar companies with a guy or a gal who just started cleaning pools, walking shoulder to shoulder, sharing stories, right? And that's what it's about.
Do you have a class this year, Chris?
I'm glad you asked, and it's selling out quickly. But what I've done
it is,
and I've waived the fee. It's free to all. Come one, come all. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna speak on algae prevention, what causes it, and basically how you can never have it in your pools again. It's in room 302 on Wednesday, January 24th. I believe from 1:30 to 3. So come see me. It's the algae class. And I'll be speaking on cutting edge technology and science when it comes to the number one issue in pools and spas when it comes to water quality. And that is the ever present bane of our pool existence of green water. It doesn't have to be so. So yeah, I'll be doing a class on that. Are you doing one, Rob, or are you taking off?
I am. I'm not as prepared as you. It's sometime during that week, and I'm going to be teaching about prepping pools and how to prep pools properly for pool plaster. I don't have a certain someone texting me all the information right now.
What are you talking about?
That's an NPC class, is it not, Robbie? Are you teaching the NPC version?
Yes, it's my version of it, but yes, it's an NPC class. Yep.
Which you gave us graciously a lot of the basis of that for us. So very good. Yeah, I'll be there. I'm not doing any teaching unless you come see me at my booth. But yes, artistry will be there, and I'll be there, and I always love engaging at that show. And I'm sure we'll be palling around here and there throughout the show, after hours, during hours, whatever. But yeah, I always look forward to the show. It's just so well run, and I love the camaraderie between NESPA and NPC. I think of alliances of groups. I think we have one of the strongest, and we really help each other out. So very excited about that show. And then next up for the NPC's involvement in the next show that I know we're involved in, new to me and maybe new to you guys too, or if at all. I think it's an emerging show. I think it's been a smaller show, kind of very regional, but the Southwest Pool and Spa Show which is going to be at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center in San Antonio, Texas, Valentine's Day through that Saturday, the 17th. Chris, have you ever been involved there? Or
I have. I've taught there. We've exhibited there consistently since for the 20 years I've been with natural chemistry. We've exhibited there. I've had some great classes there. Funny story about that. That is the one show that I actually missed a flight from because I chose to stay a little longer at the event.
Huh.
And I'll just say that fun fact about that. Actually missed a flight and was like, it's too close anyway. I'll just catch another one. So it's a very good show. It's gonna be much more focused. They have a great a series of education, very comfortable rooms. With a more of a regional show like that, and this industry has a lot of great shows. So we're just highlighting some that the NPC has pinpointed and has chosen to exhibit and teach at. But one thing I will say about the Southwest show is that the classrooms are all consistent. They all are well attended. It's easy to maneuver and get around. San Antonio, if you haven't been there, it's a fun historical city to visit. And
love the town. That's definitely a benefit.
San Antonio is a great town. The Riverwalk, I love the Riverwalks. Walking up and down alongside there, you get to collect your thoughts. I did when I was there. How many years ago was that we were there? Is it 7, 8?
Ooh, maybe longer, man. Maybe 8 or 9. It was a while ago.
Wow.
But
it was early on. Early on in my plaster career with NPC and the Alamo. The stakes are phenomenal.
There's amazing history there. I stayed at this hotel called the Emily Morgan, which is right across from the Alamo. If you haven't heard of it, you should check it out. It is supposedly one of the most haunted hotels in the country. It used to be a turn of the century medical research facility where they basically perfected lobotomies, where they took a lot of criminal insane folks and lobotomized them there. It is one of the most strange, historical, weird places that I've ever been in. It's a beautiful old hotel, but if you like the ghost angle of things, it's a Hilton property, but stay at the Emily Morgan. It is a really cool place. I actually I'll tell you about it in person, but I'm not a big believer of ghosts, but I saw something strange there that was undeniably odd, right? So I'll just leave it at that.
I'll have to state it. Did I ever tell you I was a paranormal investigator in my 20s? That's right up my alley. I got to stay there the next time we go to San Antonio.
All right. Well, there you go. So Rob and I will be going. I just decided I will be going. I am going to the Southwest Pool and Spa show.
Let's go, Robbie.
Oregon.
I sat next to Annabelle, the real Annabelle. No lie.
Oof. Okay.
She spoke to me and everything.
She spoke. Okay.
That'll give you a chill. I'll give you a chill. Is also stopping by whilst at the Southwest Pool and Spa show in beautiful San Antonio. Come see the sights and the lights and all the history and the ghosts. But the show really is awesome. It's easy. It's got a great vibe. It's a very good venue. The convention center there is easy to get in and out of. Cab rides and Ubers to the airport are super, super easy. It's a nice, sprawled city. Not a lot of congestion. And of course, we're going to be there. We're going to be exhibiting at booth 627. And we are also having our class. So Brent, why don't you color us in?
So listen, you can't miss out. The Pool Queen of Texas, our very own Jana Oringer, is going to be teaching the startup certification course there. And that is on, I think it's on Valentine's Day. Yes, the 14th is that class. So make sure you sign up. Jana is a great educator, teacher for us, and she really knows her stuff. If you haven't met her, definitely meet her. She is big and very highly involved in that show in itself. I know she'll be at our booth, and I'm sure some other people will also be in the booth with her throughout the show. So again, I'll be there. Come see me. It sounds like Chris and Rob might have just got coaxed in, which is great. Looking forward to some Tex-Mex and some good times on the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
And then of course, coup de grace. The coup de grace.
I won't be making that because the week later we're going to the end to
what a perfect segue.
Yeah, the Fort Worth, Robbie. The other show that is yours. Yeah. I mean, is that what you're talking about?
That's my last show. That's mine.
It's your last show, yeah. Well,
it's great.
You are the chairman of the NPC, and it is your
chairman
baby, right?
of the NPC. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll be staying in Texas. Yeah. Go ahead, Robbie.
Chris is going to go home, say hi to the fam, and run back, right? We have golf on Tuesday.
So as the circus continues, the pool and spa show powered by Nespa, then you go on, check out the Southwest Pool and Spa show. And then to finish out strong before we actually buckle down and start the pool season, we highly recommend, and it's really must-see TV, is to attend the 35th annual NPC conference. Of course, it is also in beautiful Fort Worth, Texas. If you haven't been to Fort Worth, it is a shockingly entertaining, vibrant town. There is something for everybody. They still corral and parade the bulls down the main street. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. It is a true cowboy
stockyard.
Yep, the stockyards.
The Longhorns.
In the middle of Texas, in the middle of Dallas too. It's one of the craziest things. They're just next to Dallas. So it's a fantastic.
They've been doing it for like 100 and something years. Since the 1800s, they've been walking the Longhorns through the stockyards over there. I forget exactly. It's like 130, 140 years they've been walking these bulls through there. It's pretty cool to watch, to see and the horns on these things. If you've ever seen a true Longhorn, the wingspan on these horns are like my arms, and you can't see it but they're really broad. Well, I know Linda enjoys to see that.
You can't
Chris laughing over there.
You can't take you Northeasters anywhere.
So you can't. You
come for the horns.
We find things like that fascinating because there's no Longhorns here. We have Bob.
I'll tell you what. This is one funny. Speaking of that, one of the first times I went to Canada as an adult, one of the most entertaining things I saw was up in Ontario was how they sell their milk in bags. And it was this contingency of Americans saw that this is how they sell their milk, not in cartons or gallons, but in actual bags. And we thought it was one of the funniest things ever. And the Canadians just looked at us like we were completely insane. Like, this is what you Americans want to fixate on? I'm like, yes, this is exactly what we want to fixate on. But no, in addition to again all the cool amenities and the culture and the history and the comfort of Fort Worth is the conference, right? And it's the perfect blend in my opinion, because it's not just a show, and it's also not just an educational track or an educational event, and it's also not a boondoggle leisure event, right? But it has components of all three. You have an ample amount of education that's sniper specific, right? It's not about, hey, here's how to do this in the backyard, and hey, here's how to maybe be a better banker, keep QuickBooks better. It's specific to relatable topics and practices when it comes to pool finishes, right? That's what it's all about. It all kind of culminates to that commitment and that passion to make us all better in that arena. But also we have an amazing trade show. There's an amazing auction that's world famous, that's so entertaining and so fun, which just reminds me, I've got to get back and recommit our donation to that, by the way, because I ghosted that last email. So I'm a little note to self here. But then my favorite part of it, of course, because I love to work hard and play hard, are the social events and the outing. And this year, there's going to be some outstanding ones. We have, of course, wine. Say no more. There's a wine tasting tour. We have a bikes and barbecue trek. I'm from Kansas City, #1 barbecue capital of the world. I will say Fort Worth is probably a close number 2. They have amazing barbecue, amazing food. It's worth the trip down there just for that. So just imagine biking, barbecue, sounds like a great time. Then, of course, if you're not planning on doing this, but you are going to attend the show, come and golf with Rob and I. You will be entertained. You will be. There's always a fantastic golf event at this thing. It's not stuffy at all. If you can't golf, even better. You know, it's all about just having a good time, getting outside, enjoying the new location, being out in the warm, you know, or almost early spring, but it'll be nice and warm there relative to the rest of the country. And it is always a good time. Good drinks, good people. And then there's no pressure at this show too. You come, you get what you want out of it. You enjoy each other's company. You bond with other applicators and folks that are specific to pool finishes within the industry. Again, sharing successes, sharing challenges, right? And just getting as much out of it as it can. And there's so much to get out of it. So I'll kind of pause there. And there's one more thing I definitely want to speak to, but you know, we may or may not be doing a live podcast from there. That could be.
We're definitely doing we're definitely.
Pray tell, how are we not doing that?
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Those are some of the best ones. I really love doing that, razzing people and getting going and talking to the people, which is of course such a big thing of the industry anyway. And the NPC is getting around and talking to all these people that you not always get to see. You might get to talk to on the phone every once in a while when you have a question or whatever. But the networking, as we've always said, is bar none, second to none. In that group, you know, you can really just ask what you need to ask, learn new things. I'm really excited in the classes, just part of networking, the round tables that are in there, which Chris, I think you're on one of those. Robbie, you might be. I'm emceeing 2 of those, so I'm excited about that.
I'm actually not teaching this year, which is okay. I love teaching, but I'll get to participate in other areas. It's good.
Yeah, but it's just good to do that. I always like to.
You know what's really exciting about this show?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is that I get to introduce our new incoming chairman, Sean Goldberg. I just want to give him a little, you know, give the membership a heads up that we got a great guy coming in to take the place of the chairmanship, and I'm really excited to see what Sean can do for us in the next couple of years. And y'all get a really good chance to meet him at the show. And so we're excited. If you hear Sean, that's a plug for you, my friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that is really exciting. You can't, Sean Hollywood Goldberg is one of the most well-rounded, like undeniably committed to the trade, you know, a true pro too in the business that he runs, but you know, just one of the most even-keeled, balanced guys you'll meet. He has a very calming presence about him, and I think he's going to do a great job sitting in the chair, right? So I'm looking forward to that as well. Rob, you've done a great job for the last, is it 2 years?
2 years, man. Yep, it's a 2-year commitment.
It seems so much longer.
I agree, but it's a fulfilling job, fulfilling position. And I should call it a job. It's you have to be passionate about what you do in the industry to take something on like that. And it's great accolade, nice on my resume, good feeling. I'm leaving it in good hands, and I feel like I've done. I hope I put it in a better place than it was before. That's all.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say too. I mean, just like Sean, for me to say to Sean, I mean, I've been involved in NPC for, I don't know, almost probably 15 to 18 years. I don't know exactly, but Sean's always been there, and he's always been involved, and he's always, you know, always taught, and so it's definitely his turn. And Robbie, obviously he's you know, I know he's going to pick up where you left off, and you've done some great things, and you know, I know you're still going to be there too, so we don't have to worry about, you know, that. So
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just
yeah. No, it's just exciting because that's the thing about the NPC too, is, you know, the people that give their time and energy and whatever, and they revolve around the organization, and that's what makes us great. So thank you so much for what you've done, obviously. And yes, absolutely looking forward to see what Sean, what direction Sean takes us from where we're already at. So
yeah, no, awesome stuff. We're really excited. This is going to be a great season, and there's no better way to prepare you yourself professionally and personally, and your teams out there for the listeners. You know, there's still time too, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brent. You're the one who keeps us organized, by the way. So you can still register under the early bird up until the 19th, I believe, can't you, for the conference?
That's absolutely right. So yep, there's a little savings there for you, and you know, get your room done, get all that. But yes, you can save some money. The early bird goes till January 19th. Of course, you can register up till the day of. You may not have a room at the hotel, but you know, I would definitely say go ahead and get signed up. Holidays are over. Get focused in on what's coming. You can't come see our certifications at NESPA. You can definitely come to the Southwest if you're a Texas member or non-member. And of course, we definitely want to see you join us at the conference and take it all in and get prepared for this coming year. So,
for sure. And for the listeners out there, please, I challenge you, if you're attending, forward the invite to any of these shows to a peer, to another company, to somebody else in the industry, and just let's spread the word, because we get out of these events what we put into them and as an industry. And there's so much still that we have so much opportunity and so much runway to better ourselves and lift the professionalism and the expertise of the industry. So share it, you know, say, hey, I'm going to this, post it on your social media, say I'm going to the pool show powered by NESPA. Are you going? Just get the conversation started. Same thing with the Southwest and definitely the NPC conference. Spread the word and advocate. It's going to make the industry better.
What's great about the show, NPC shows, it's everyone can attend. So what I mean by it, builders, service companies, and pool plasters, everyone benefits from the education that is at the show, because the more the builders and service companies understand the nature of our finishes and the installation process and identifying stains and problems, the better you are. So it's not just a pool plaster show. It is open. It is beneficial for everybody. We encourage over here with David Cook, we encourage all our builders to go.
Yep.
And we do get a handful every year that actually say, you know what, I'm going to make it this year. And the report that I get back from them is that was phenomenal. It's some of the best education that they've seen in the industry, because it's teaching them something that isn't all about pumps and water flow and all that. It's specific towards issues that they feel like they don't have control over, and understand how they can handle that a lot better leaving that show. So it's not just pool plasters. If you're a builder, if you're a service company and you want to better yourself, come on down.
Very well said, El Presidente. Yep. So how do you find it and how do you do it? You go to nationalplasterscouncil.com online, and you can find under our events. I'm sure it's going to pop up right away about the conference. You can register right there. If you're a vendor, please look at that too. I know there's still space. There's sponsor opportunities, and we'd love to have everybody and anybody there. Gentlemen, again, Happy New Year. This was great. I'm excited to see you guys out here at these next couple shows, and let's get this thing going.
That's right. Hey, Happy New Year to you guys. Listeners out there, be sure to like, share, subscribe to all of our entities. Let's grow this one click at a time, one listener at a time. And I'm excited for this upcoming show season. I need to do some laundry is what I need to do. I need to start packing.
Lots of dry cleaning. Yep.
Yep.
All the jackets, the Northeastern jackets.
All right, gentlemen. We'll talk to you soon. Robbie, enjoy the rest of that cigar.